my name is Eke for Abriba Multimedia, and today we're in the beautiful palatial home of Dr. Eke A to interview him for Abriba Multimedia. Follow us in.
Oh, welcome to my home.
Thank you, sir.
My goodness, you guys are looking wonderful. Thank you, sir. Please start to you guys.
Yeah,
Please, may I show you guys in?
Thank you, sir.
Well, I am Eke A. I'm from Abriba, it's obvious. Had the privilege of studying in the United States. Incidentally, I read journalism and international relations. My master's was in international law and diplomacy. And then I have a PhD in international affairs. And I was former Commissioner of Information here in Abia State. Served as secretary to the Presidential Dairy Development under the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo. I was a former special advisor to the FCT minister during the time of President Yar'Adua. And currently, I am the Executive Vice President, Center for Policy and Foreign Engagement, and a member of President Obasanjo's Presidential Library, a member of the Board of Trustees. Well, I'm from Abriba, but born in Aboji. And I try to emphasize that because I am a strong believer that Abriba must remain one. So if you take the risk of narrowing it to Aboji, it negates the Abriba oneness that I've always advocated. That is to be specific. When I came into the earth, it was Lagos, but I always try to say that I'm from Aboji. So I'm more of a Lagosian like you guys too. Went to school in Umuahia, then studied in the United States. So all my secondary school were done in Nigeria, and all my university education were done in the United States. In a nutshell, this is who I am. Yes. Emma, make a villager back home. Any akpopo. I was born poor, in the sense that my daddy was not an Nanakalo. He had a Nanakalo, a Casabu, waging barre, or a Tiboa. But I do the time make a be saposa, a mergele bay fin deme. I am informed. Me return him. Me go wom. Me lebenya. Ma chundi yum vangva before you yum gaga. Oh yes, all for me. Chineke yaka mboyen was on scholarship igalebeke. Yes, my poor humble background yaka oyam botane.
Welcome back. We went on a brief commercial break, but before that we are having a very beautiful interview session with Dr. Eke A. So, sir, the next question we're going to ask is, were there times you felt you wanted to give up on? Because I mean, you mentioned a lot of things that you have done. You've had a full career life. So were there times that you felt that you want to give up on this pursuit of success?
No, I've never. In fact, I'm someone that difficulties do not come in the way of my determination. I have never for 1 second thought of it. In fact, the more difficulty I confront, the more I'm determined to succeed. So there've never been any time. If anything, I've always believed that industriousness, veracity, attention to details, consistency, those are the qualities, when combined, that will help you to become a success in life, whatever that success is. And my definition of success, not only in terms of material acquisition, it's also character, dealings with people, an ability to have a long relationship. Just to answer your question, no, there's never been a time that I've always thought of giving up. If anything, I'll always think of what next I can achieve.
What you are made from Obachi, we can able if we keep a really and really to conquer those limitations.
Oh no. Well, I don't have none and on here well, Angola. Mbotoha was when my senior brother was assassinated, Dr. Abai Uabai. Onye Funebrebenya and was in charge of Akahaya, in charge of Akahaba General Hospital. Somewhere here, my family, including myself, because of woman better in him. And I'm saying this for the first time in public. A lot of people know about it privately. When you remember Yereka, you see your new dopo. I'm busy in your po. It was only $16,000 born base wapia. Walk with you go if I go traveler's check. One more. When we traveler's check on her cantum, your Bob a stolen traveler check for your Guamugo, and I was arrested because in at Thomas Cook, he signed both the buyer and the seller. That's the only way we keep we account. So because I signed both album the buyer and the seller to allow me, and I was charged with bank fraud. But when you let you just I can't do it. And I'm in detention for almost 6 months before I messed up with investigation about Chopsa, Ezu in Nigeria. And by checking my passport, I'm already Lemji guy anywhere. I know you're my cousin, as a matter of fact, for the purposes of privacy, I know my boyfriend. And I'm America that I'm making. I was cleared, and today I'm an American citizen. So one of those two challenges in life, because in Benin, God, when you came to mobilize traffic offense, or came to what when he had the fan. One way I investigate, I did vindicate at the end. So yes, in fact, I can go for a while for you. Was I took lock borrow, Mohana, but Chineke Zukwan Koji Bruchi. Today, those things, surprisingly, they did not stop me from Ibrahim Madu. But on the one, bad Mezikwa Momremam, on your blood, be careful. Because I took one day, because of envy and jealousy, because we were trying to use Ubando. As soon as you become successful, you have Ndino, Nde envious, and they have to
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity for this to be the first time you're saying it in public. That this is really amazing. Before we go on another commercial break, there's something I got from what you said. You said when they checked your records, they could see that you've not had as little as a traffic offense.
Yes.
So, but right now we're living in a generation where people think it's easy to rebel and get away with a lot of criminal offenses. So, what would you say, like, how are we to get out of that spot in our generation where we feel like it's okay?
It is not okay to engage in any act of criminality or illegality because antecedent matters. And what is antecedent? A pattern of behavior over a period of time. The younger generation, while they are mad that what they do matters, what they do, it does matter. And I'm an advocate of telling people to be conscious of your actions, even those done in privacy, because at the end they will define you. If you get away with it, you run the risk of thinking that it is okay to do it. But somehow, somewhere, if it becomes a habit, you have the tendency to do it. And what defines you as a person is your character. Character matters. Irrespective of material acquisition, at the end of the day, it is your character that will constitute the pivot upon which everything revolves. So I really advise that the high appetite for risk among the younger generation need to be curtailed, that they must be conscious of their antecedent, which is a pattern of behavior for a period of time. The record matters because what vindicated me was my record. And today, irrespective of what my detractors may want to say, irrespective of any commission of human error, I can proudly say there's no defect in my human character. So character matters.
All right, thank you so much. And we're going to go on a brief commercial break. When we come back, we're going to explore 3 more questions before we get a tour of this very beautiful. I'm sure you're curious as I am to see the rest of this gorgeous mansion.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Bovibes Entertainment. Bovibes is an entertainment outfit that marries both music and movies production. Bovibes runs a music school. Oh yes. You think you've seen something? Nah, you ain't seen nothing yet. Gentlemen and ladies, I propose to you Bovibes Television. The dream is to give hope to the struggling artists on the street, flood the stations with domestic content, movies, music, lifestyle, fashion, culture, and of course, shows and events. So, what are you waiting for? Let's invest and create superstars of our very own. That struggling artist on the street can be our own Jay-Z, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Shakira, Akon, Angelina Jolie, and all the legends. You need me and I need you. There are 2 types of successful people all over the world. The ones who create the business future and the ones who join along the line. Partner with Bovibes today.
Alright, thank you so much for staying with us. You're welcome back after this commercial break. Alright, we will be diving into the next question and my colleague here at will be taking it.
Thank you. So, sir, what would you say that your life of success is everything you imagine? Would you say you've gotten to a place where you are content that okay, this is what I envisioned?
Are you kidding me? I've not even started. No, I've not gotten to that apogee yet. As a matter of fact, life is a continuous action. You never get satisfied. What is important is that you continue to touch the life of people. The only time I will feel that I've gotten to the zenith is if the problem of the war stops, beginning from my hometown, Abreba. How do you touch the lives of people? Giving back to the community. How do you make sure that you place yourself where you encourage the younger ones to get to where they should be? For those of us who believe strongly in education, I'm a strong believer in strategic investment in human capital development. How do I how do I make sure that I am assisting as best as I can in making sure that the younger generation have access to education? How do I make sure that the level of insecurity in the community is reduced? Right now, babies are making babies. How do you help them get away from that? How do you get the younger generations entrepreneurship, activity, and sponsorship through mentorship? My only concern is that we are becoming too arrogant as a society. How do we inject the milk of humility? Because success must not blindfold your sense of objectivity, nor should it make you think you're better than other people. It's just by His grace. So have I gotten to where I feel I do not want to achieve again? No. Even becoming the president of Nigeria will not even make me feel that I've got it. The only time any human being should feel satisfied is if you feel that you have touched the life of many people and have not done that as much as I would love to, irrespective of how much I've tried my best. Be humble, confident, but not arrogant. Humility. Peace, both of the community. Give back to the community. I'm a strong believer in entrepreneurship, mentorship. Ma onye ihe egwu ile nna ukwu abụnda de me on gbe kpaso okpo wa koro ile tuzi on kwa ndobo gbafukwa ho mrema ji okpo wa so o man tozum but o dey yes mother as ndo ha ji okpo o dey ha ide kutu ho man tozum. So make sure that in my somebody grew. So part of the younger generation. Age for Conco Ozidia. Nobody should be a hush puppy. From that way, becomes known to men enjoy your call or your boyfriend. So the risk he taking, game language in jail is not worth it. The tendency also to get into all these rituals. For me, how do you find that ritual? Wealth. God, if you work hard, it's rubbish. Because their lives end in a very bad way. It's not only to just have the money, she want the peace to enjoy the money, the happiness that comes from it will go very well. Because he became material wealth, but he with peace of mind. Waso gamoma. All the people have father afunya gafun asingo ngo haga adu wecha ngaga ngoga ngwame nge mama. So my advice is the younger generation has to be very careful. The quickness to get money will not allow you to keep the money. You probably in the final analysis, my advice is work hard, remain focused, have character, and the good Lord shall bless each and every one of you, because I am a believer. And Eke A. I will rise from abject poverty to the pinnacle of affluence, and if I can do it, they can do it too.
Thank you so much.
From afar, they will be, and they would want to be mentored. Is there any platform more? Maybe we want access to you. My internet, yes. To get mentored.
Yes, in fact, I'm a strong believer in conscious recruitment of the younger generations. And I want to mentor, and I've been mentoring a lot of people. And especially in I believe that there are a lot of people people would like to reach me, and I'll be more than glad to give them that information. Mentorship should not only be about money. Mentorship is all about molding the character, identifying areas that once they engage in it can constitute a convertible currency. Giving them access to information, access to contacts that most of us have built a lot, especially those of us who are global citizens. I'm an American citizen. I'm a European citizen. I'm a Nigerian citizen of Ebebe extraction, proudly so. So I'll be more than glad. And in the course of this interview, I'll give you guys my number at your decision. I'll be glad if you guys give them my email address for them to reach me, but I'll leave that decision for you guys so that I do not advertise my number or my email in a manner that it could be misused. But I'll be more than glad to give you guys the liberty to, if there's people who call you privately, they say they want to reach me, please give them my information. I'll be more than glad. I'm a strong believer in mentorship, and we don't have enough of it today. Yeah.
All right, we've come to the very end of this amazing interview session, and it was definitely enriched, and I'm sure you have been impacted too. So before we close and sign off, or as we are signing off, of course, we want to take a tour of this beautiful hall. Sir, please, could you oblige us?
Oh my goodness, look back now. Yes, I am more than glad to. Yes.
Okay, one more thing, as we will be going there.
Okay.
Because we have a few things, we have a gift
Okay.
from everyone multimedia. It's scribed with your name.
Oh my goodness, everybody,
Yes.
should I?
Yes.
Just said. Yes, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm so glad. Thank you very much.
After the call, you help us put your signature on our pillow.
I'll be more than glad to. I'll be more than glad to.
Okay.
So I'll show you my tour. I'll show you my beautiful wife, America. Bye. This is my bar. Everybody that I'm going to If I had a metric one here. How you love me? Yes. So we get here.
You have a lovely painting.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to do the
Wow.
yes, part of Ifem Wajimori Muchi Fagudeni Yang Mogudu. Yes, these are some of my citations and awards. This is some of my citations and my awards. Yeah, you see the Football League, you see the Presbyterian, you see the scholarship that I've from one of, I think one of those ones. This is the Abriba Community Improvement Unit, ACAU, and
like Nigerian Army.
This Nigerian Army, yes, because of my contribution to their security seminar. I've done a lot in trying to help Nigeria develop their strategic security. Yes.
We can see a painting of Olusegun Obasanjo. That's a picture.
Yes.
The former president of Nigeria.
Yes.
And we noticed that there's a hall outside named after him.
Yes.
Could you show us that hall and what's the
sequence of it?
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, yes. As you all know that Baba of Africa is like a father to me. He's a mentor. This was doing my mother's burial in 2015. And I had the privilege of having Obasanjo come to Abriba and spend 2 days. 2 days. So this is him, this is myself, and that's the current governor of Abia State, Governor Victor Ibazu, PhD. They had the honor and the privilege of having both of them. But more importantly, my relationship with Obasanjo is a testament to what I alluded to earlier, character. Nothing could be more honorable than you have somebody of his level and status come to my mother's burial all the way from Abeokuta. And as I said earlier, I'm a member of his presidential library, the first of its kind in Africa. Yes. This is, as I was saying before, Jerry Ghana, when he was Minister for Information, Nigeria, and I was the Commissioner for Information in Abia State. As I said, I want you guys to go big so that one day we can own our own TV station.
Okay, so
yes, sure. This is the house from outside. I'll walk you guys to, you asked the question, why did I name it Olusegun Obasanjo's Banquet Hall? During my mother's burial and reception, for security reasons, DSS will not allow the reception to be out. They wanted to contain everything. And I had to make a decision since he was coming. The Lord made it possible for us, my wife and I, we build this banquet hall can take up to 600 to 700 persons. And it was opened on the same day that the reception was taking place. And President Obasanjo was the one who opened the banquet hall. And I had the permission of my family to name it after him, Olusegun Obasanjo's Banquet Hall. And so the up is the banquet hall. As I said, it can take up to 600 to 700 persons. Yes. Wonderful. So this is the safety. So this part of the house is the guest quarters.
okay. I saw Obu.
Yes. As you guys know, my age grade is Udojiako. And that was so I decided to name my age grade to honor my age grade with this hall, Obu. And so this is in honor of my age grade. My dear mother, whom I've given all the credit for what I have become in terms of good training, hard work, was buried here. India, Bosom Garden is where my mother continues to rest in peace. And may her memory continue to remain a blessing also. Yes, a woman I hold in the highest esteem. That's where she was buried. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is what we call home.
This place is the den. I call it the den. Oba iposa mayacho engu mayobu macho imulu ayano at the lounge. That's the lounge. I don't know if you guys can see the lounge from here. Yes. Yes. So that's the lounge.
Thank you so much.
So basically, this is where I call home. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, God.
I noticed you have a knack for naming things.
That is true, I do. Because it keeps the memory. It keeps the memory. And when you name, it shows value. It also helps you to historical remembrance by association. If you guys continue to do well, you'll come back one day, you say Abreba Press. I'll name Abreba Press one of those places. Yes.
Wow, thank you.
Yes. So you guys want me to sign my life away? Well, I'm signing here, man.
Anywhere. Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.